A people smuggling case is unfolded in Whitfield County.
Yeah, this after a Tunnel Hill police officer stopped a minivan last week on I-75. 16 undocumented people were crammed in it.
News Channel 9's John Madewell picks up the story from there. John?
Well, Calvin and Kim, police say this incident is different from the more common movement of migrant workers inside the country. In this case, immigration agents expect to find out that money changed hands to move these people across the border.
He's going to be displayed on a silver Nissan Quest van.
The desire to live in America plays out on I-75 in Tunnel Hill. Lieutenant Scott Reneau pulled this Nissan Quest with Texas plates over last Thursday. Notice the back windows are all tinted. It's hard to imagine, but 16 undocumented people are stuffed in this van built for 7. Most are from Guatemala and El Salvador.
Turn on my blue lights, flip that down, which turns the camera on.
Reneau has a new camera he wears on his shirt. It tells the story from his point of view.
Houston? Yes, Houston. Houston, Texas.
The driver says this group is from Houston and headed to Atlanta to do construction work. But Reneau felt they didn't meet the criteria of hard labor workers.
Their dress didn't match construction workers, which was kind of odd. And when you look at their hands, construction workers tend to have calluses and their hands are kind of rough. Their hands were real smooth, which didn't match what their story was.
Instead, Reneau suspected the driver was what's known as a coyote, or part of a for-pay smuggling organization. Homeland Security is now involved and is treating this as a typical smuggling ring across the Mexican border. Now, Reneau has worked interdiction for 8 years and has made many undocumented worker stops, but never a bona fide smuggling bust of this size. Now, the first thing that drew his attention was the driver pulling his hood up over his face as he drove south on I-75. And there was one person on board that attracted the most attention of Homeland Security.
It gets turned over to Homeland Security, and I know they were processing them. From what I understand, they're going to be deported. One was a illegal re-entry. He'd already been deported once before, and he's probably going to be prosecuted.
Now, illegal re-entry into the country is a felony, and in the meantime, Immigration and Customs Enforcement has custody of 14 of the 16 people. All are expected to be deported. Now, the other 2 are juveniles, and for now have been turned over to family members. Kim?
John, thanks so much. Great story there.